13. This is our first day on Kauai, and we're going to Waimea Canyon today. I'm going to do a couple of hikes, and this waterfall is on the way up. Little thing on the side of the road. It's nice and red, so we decided to stop here and take a picture. There are chickens and roosters everywhere. Yesterday there were some in the airport, inside the building. It's kind of funny. Waimea Canyon. It's also called the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. The birds are really noisy this morning. Mud, mud, and more mud.
He's waiting for me to fall.
and water.
Lots of up and down.
Yeah, it's going to be all uphill on the way out. But it's probably going to be easier than downhill, honestly, because it's really muddy like this. It's really, really slippery. And, I mean, being from Oregon and Washington, it's like, that's slippery enough, so this is like a lot worse. Here's our first view of the canyon walls from on the Waipu Falls. It's actually called the Canyon Trail. It's pretty impressive. It's a long way down. It's also called the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. It's just incredible. Not supposed to get too close to the edge because this does break off. It's happened. So Christabel found a swing on top of the rim of a canyon. To me, that kind of doesn't sound like a very good idea, but you know, it's still fun, right?
Yeah, you can hear the helicopters right behind us. There's a pretty red one. You should see that one.
The helicopter tours go in this canyon. We may be on one of them in a few days. Another viewpoint here. Got some little arches out there. They're pretty cool looking. Another helicopter. This is the top of Waipu Falls. Beautiful in here. Almost didn't come down here because we thought the viewpoint was the end of it. So we're right in the middle of this forest, and there's a cherry tree and cherry blossoms, and they're blooming in February. It's a little different here. So we're hiking the Nuololo Trail. We're kind of hurrying because we want to get in another short trail at the end of the day, and we've only got a half a day, and this is 7 miles round trip. So far the weather's been nice, and I probably won't record much, but This is how the beginning of the trail looks. And then I'll record the end of the viewpoints. You got anything to say?
Well, we're here on hunting day, so we're supposed to wear bright colors so they don't hunt us.
Oops.
So we'll see how that works out.
A big jungly muddy mess is what we're going through. I think we're gonna probably destroy the rental car when we get back in there. It's gonna be, they're gonna be like scraping mud off the ceiling.
Very slick.
What?
It's very slick.
Oh, I know.
It's in the mud. We're playing in the mud pit.
We're getting to the end of the Nualolo Trail. It's beautiful. We've come through a lot of brush and now we're towards the end. It's gonna get kind of exposed, I think, up here. But it's a beautiful view. And we have to try, we're gonna try to hurry back and get another short, really short trail before dark, but I don't know if we'll make it or not. We'll see. Here's a better view. We're getting closer. We've got maybe less than a quarter of a mile left till the end of the trail. This is just stunning, man. That's a long way down, but it's all green, and there you got some light on the side there. And that's the Nepali coast at the bottom there. You can see the ocean back there. We've trekked through like some horrible mud and overgrown mess, and it's wet and muddy, but this was worth it. This is beautiful. The last little bit of our trail. Here's another view of this ridge across there, and there's a rainbow over it. It's very faint, but it's just beautiful. And the sun lighting up the side of the wall there. We almost didn't go on this trail, so I'm really glad we did. There's a bunch more rainbows out there, and now you can see a bunch more of the Nepali coast. Man, it's like a fairy tale. Last stop here, and then we're headed out. This trail isn't really too bad. It's pretty wide, pretty much everywhere, but this one little spot would not be good for people that are afraid of heights. It's probably not even a foot wide right here, but it would kind of cushion you if you fell down the right side. So we made it just in time to the Paihea overlook. It's beautiful too. Just stunning. We're like right at sunset. You can barely see the sun. Maybe it's just about to set. And again, we're right above the Nepali coast. Good morning. It's day 14. It's Saturday the 24th, our second full day on Kauai, and this is our first stop after we ate at the Tip Top Cafe. Had pineapple and macadamia nut pancakes. That was so good. Now we're at Secret Beach. It's a short hike down, and here we go. Here's a little warning. A lot of people have died at this beach. Not a good place to swim in the wintertime. And it's a high surf warning right now. This is a gorgeous beach. The water's so blue. The waves are really, yeah, well, it's a high surf warning today. And it warns you shouldn't be swimming here in the wintertime. I think I just saw a whale out there, but the spout's gone. There's a nice palm back there and some pretty cool variegated leaves
On a shrub.
on a shrub. And it's like super humid today.
And now it's windy.
The wind feels good, but just look at all this sweat.
Like an hour ago, it just poured and poured. Well, that's because we had to climb up the hill to the beach. The hill to the beach is super steep.
Like a quarter-mile steep. I'm
Yeah,
sweating
straight
so
up.
hard.
Yeah.
This is Honolulu Valley Overlook. It's just on the side of the road. Wanted to come out here to see the beautiful view of the mountains, but it's extremely crowded. Everybody's out here surfing, so it'd be good for that, I guess. But probably like be here first thing in the morning to see it kind of peaceful. Anyway, this is the Honolulu Bay Pier. We're at Limahua Garden. It's a nice little kind of scenic. I love the mountains in the background, and then we're just gonna tour here for a while. This is sugarcane. So this is a papaya tree. Kind of looks a little different than I thought it would. Here's an overlook of the whole garden. We are at Haina State Park. We're going to KA Beach, and we might hike a short amount of the Kauai Trail, but we won't make it very far because it's 4:30 p.m. That was the only time I could get the permit. Anyway, here's a taro farm. It's kind of different. We're 1/4 mile up the Kauai Trail. That viewpoint is showing KA Beach. We're gonna keep going about another 1/4 mile or a 1/2 mile to the next viewpoint, which shows both ways. And we're gonna call it because we got a late permit, so there's no way we can make it to that beach and back. Another viewpoint on the way back in. It's starting to rain again. Just getting dark, and that was the Kauai Trail. Good night. Good morning. It's day 15. We were on a movie tour this morning. We were just going around to different sites, and we were seeing scenes that were in movies. What is it?
Saw some big animal, and he was as big as my hand. I don't know if it was a crab or a spider. And then he went over the side. And it's pretty neat. A little bit windy.
Yeah. This is an old pier. It's no longer in use, but now it's a recreational area. This is Opaikai Falls. Kilauea Lighthouse. This is a Honolulu Bay overlook. If you look closely, you can see a feature that resembles a dragon. This is what Puff the Magic Dragon was written about. Every bakery needs a stray chicken waiting at their front door. I thought this was really pretty. It's like some sort of farm, but on the mountain in the back, on the right mountain, there's a waterfall. Probably just barely see it on this, but we're at the Kuilau Ridge Trailhead. It's a short trail, kind of like a jungly area, and it's just an afternoon hike. We are probably about a mile up the trail. So far it's been really pleasant, and it's a pretty leisurely hike. There's not a lot of mud like it has been in other places. It's really jungly, and yeah, it's a good one. It kind of reminds me of the Portland Arboretum. There's an arboretum at the bottom of this, and then it's just kind of like Forest Park up here, except it's a little bit different foliage. But there's lots of mountains in the background. It's so lush and green out there. Another nice view of another mountain. So I think that is Mount Makaliha. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I like this scene here. It's got all those African tulip trees in there with the orange blossoms, and big trees in the back that I like. They're like flat on top. I'm not sure what they're called. And it's just this big valley under here.
There's this forest of really cool paperbark trees. On both sides of the trail. You can hear the trees swaying a little bit here in the breeze. I don't know what kind of trees these are, but they have a different, a beautiful different kind of bark. Somebody put some eyes in that one. Isn't he so cute? Look at that. Just exploring the woods, and this is super soft off of these paper bark trees, and wondering if this is what they used to pound to make clothes into. Even this is soft, but you could just peel the outer layer off, and it's just a little bit spongy, and I don't know, maybe a 1/16 of an inch thick, but like nice and spongy. Like make a comfortable protection maybe from the ground, from the rain, or I don't know, make a nice hat. I like it. If I had more time, I would explore that. That would be fun. And peel the layers, just playing with bark. That's the outer part, and this. There's still on each side. It's kind of got this, and then inside is this nice. Show you the nice spongy layer. There you go. On the back.
Oh yeah, it is really soft. It feels like not leather. What's that thing that's like? Maybe like sheepskin, maybe.
Yeah, like that. Anyway, that's it. Have to put it back because we can't take anything from nature home. Has to stay here in Hawaii, so it goes back to nature. Here we go. There you go. Nature, take it.
Anything else up there?
Just another view. There's a something, somebody took a tree and put some water bottle lid, some white little eyes on it, and made it look like a cute little bear. Oh. I got a picture of that though.
Okay.
That's all that's up there, and another beautiful view.
Okay, but we gotta go. So yeah. This is the Mo'alepi Trail, and then we're going back down the Kuilau Ridge Trail to our car, and then we're gonna try to get out of there before dark so I don't get lost.
And I really like this trail, and I wish we could do the whole thing or come back and do the other half another day, because it's just beautiful and peaceful in here, and even with the trees swaying that sound like they're going to snap in half, it's still pretty peaceful in here. This is just some really cool moss I found on this side of the tree. So the last couple clips were from this trail, from the Mo'alepi Trail is where they have the paper bark trees, and the other tree where they put in the water bottle eyes for the bear. And this is a beautiful trail, and we didn't make it all the way to the end. We just made it to the end of the Kualeo Trail, and then we went, I don't know, maybe half a mile farther, but the whole trail is beautiful. This is on the Kealua Trail in Kauai, and this is the only thing I found in nature that I think I could probably eat. I'm not eating it because I always make sure that it's for sure edible, but it's a rubus, raspberry family, and they're looking pretty ripe and delicious, and there's quite a few of them in here. There's the flower. There's another berry over here. There's a bunch of these flowers, but they're in bud. They're just beginning to bloom. They're very jungly looking, lush.
One thing that I enjoyed about this trail is that there's really not a lot of mud. It's pretty much dry ground. There's a few spots here and there, but it's not. Every other trail we've been on so far is just like covered in mud, so this was a real treat.
The birds have a lot to say here. In the forest, you hear them a lot, but you don't really see them. The trees can be pretty tall.
There's a nice little covered picnic shelter up here. Oh, probably about a mile up the trail.
We're at the end of the Kauai trail.
So we're at the end of the Kauai trail. It's probably one of our favorites, and I wish we had more time to go a little further. We're back at the road now. There was very little mud, which was nice, at least on this day. And it's like a really gradual ascent. It's just this gate here. That's the real trailhead, and then there's a kind of a reader board back about a couple hundred feet. And you got this beautiful scene right up at the beginning of the trail, which I already took earlier. I think that's it for February the 25th. It's day 16. This morning we are starting with a helicopter tour.
Any bags, any loose items, anything you have in pockets, or underneath the seat.
This waterfall was in Jurassic Park. This is Waimea Canyon. This is Waiapu Falls, where we hiked earlier in the week. We are now over the Nepali coast. Julia Roberts' house is down there somewhere. This is Mount Walele. It's one of the wettest spots on Earth. And the weeping wall is down here. this was an amazing experience. I mean, it's definitely one of the highlights of our trip. We are here at Kauai Beach, and we're gonna hike over to Mahalepu Beach. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Kauai Beach here is very crowded. Hopefully the crowds won't follow us. I don't think it'll be as crowded since it's a hike, but we'll see. That's kind of pretty.
Let's hurry so we can go down to the beach and play in the water.
Okay.
And have some coconuts.
On the left, it's really colorful tree, and then there's like a big, I don't know if that's a palm tree or tree ferns, but it's like 30 feet high. It's cool.
Palm tree. Trail to go to the caves by the beach to see, I can't remember if we're seeing sea turtles, those are in the water, or sea tortoises, which are on the shore. But we're going to go look for one of those. There's just a lot of this shrubs in here on the way. It's kind of pretty. Super windy out, hot. So we're at the beach. Today is the second to the last full day before we go home, and we're at the beach. There's a luau tonight, and there's these really pretty flowers that are along the beach. There's a lot of them, different kinds. There's these in the pea family. I saw some gardenias earlier, but I don't see any here now. There's a whole bunch of these yellow flowers here. That's the end of the beach.
Water is just so pretty and blue. It's like something else. This is the Kauai cave.
Not that big, actually. We're at the cave. There's like 2 caves here. Really pretty. The Willy Willy tree.
So they're trying to restore the environment here to a certain time, and there was an extinct bird that ate similar to the pattern that tortoises do, and so they brought in some tortoises to clean up certain areas. But they're also kind of, they're cool to look at. So
He seems kind of friendly, like he wants to be touched. Nothing says we can't touch him, though, right?
yeah, but you have to. I think you have to wash your hands afterwards.
Oh, well, I
There's
can wash
that
my hands
disease that
afterwards.
reptiles have.
Okay. Well, I can do that. You think it's okay to pet him?
I don't know.
It doesn't say you can't pet him.
I just know. I just remember hearing about that.
Okay. No, you're friendly. It's alright. It's okay. Probably can't feel that through his shell. Left his feet. His eyes look kind of old though. Like he's old. I don't wonder how old he is. His toenails is like cracked. It's like split. Oh, there he is in the back. Back foot. Look at how he walks, and he kind of curls his toes underneath. He's got 5 toenails on each foot.
Well, look at his feet. They're not all that different than sea turtles.
I'm looking at the bottom of his shell where he can rest his neck on his shell. But see his back here, he doesn't have all of his toes.
Oh yeah.
But they said that these were donated, right? Are these the ones that were donated?
Yeah, that's right. He did say that.
By people on the land that couldn't take care of them anymore. They're rescue tortoises. And they said what their value is. There used to be a bird here that's now extinct, and the tortoises ate the same kind of plants that bird ate, and that's how they're using them to I don't know, to keep the environment kind of the same. That snapshot in time where they talked about before the Polynesians.
I kind of already said that, but I think you said it more gracefully, so. What would you say?
Giant tortoise. It's got to be about 2 feet long. We're near the Mahalepa caves.
This is our luau.
Sweet
morning. It's day 17. This is our cozy but primitive hotel room in the Tip Top Motel and Bakery. This is the last day of our trip. Today we have a snorkel tour planned, and we're going to Allerton and McBride Gardens. Can we go down there like that?
What's that?
Can we go down there like that?
Promise to come back up, yeah?
You better not.
Hey, press record on that camera. I'll go take a video or two. I'll document some cool stuff for you. Just make sure it's recording, because I don't know. It's recording?
Yeah.
Cool, man. How do we know? Okay, it's beeping. Got it. Okay. Alright, I'll be around. Oh, the whales are going off down there. Whales are singing loud. Like loud.
Well, they're loud.
Can you hear from the surface? Yeah, but yeah, the whales are singing. When you go down in depth, you can hear them better because the water compresses and the sound waves travel better through it. Wild. Everybody just film stuff for a little while? Cool, man. You guys get another chance. What's that? As long as I get another chance. Of course you will. Okay. You're in the video too. You gotta edit my voice out, right?
This is in the Allerton Garden. There's this spider here, not sure if you can see him, he's pretty big. This tree has these big round leaves. There's a couple more in here.
So you guys can climb in them, climb on them. Just please don't break a leg, ankle, wrist, or your head. Okay. Each tree is unique though. This one has the white.
Christabel in front of the Jurassic Park trees.
Keep an eye out for a man-made waterfall coming down from the right. Okay, keep in mind all the water you're seeing is all being pumped from the well by the box. Comes to the water feature, goes right back out to the tree. Right, yeah. That's right, let's go head down.
There's a beautiful dendrobium orchid in this fruit tree here in the Allerton Garden.
This is Kauai Beach. There's some people out there surfing and he's good. Oh, I think I got him. Yep. What do you think?
I really like this beach because it's long and you can walk all the way along it. And even though the color of the sand's pretty, actually it's kind of, I don't know, like a yellowish. I mean, it's brown, but it's not an ugly brown. And the color in the waves is really pretty. There's lots of different colors, turquoises and greens in the waves all along the beach here, so I really like this one. We didn't see any turtles here, but that's okay. We saw lots of turtles today on our snorkel trip.
Well, this was our last stop. Tomorrow, we're flying home. Another chicken in the airport.
Oh no.
So, we're at the end of our adventure. We're waiting for a flight here in about a half hour. And, well, what was your favorite part?
Well, I still like the papayas. The free papayas we had for breakfast at the first hotel were really good.
Oh yeah,
I can't stop thinking about those. They were delicious.
The Dolphin Bay Hotel.
And they had the beautiful garden there.
I liked all the lava flow over the road, the manta ray tour, the snorkel tour, the helicopter. I don't know. I liked everything.
Riding in the back of the truck over the clouds at Haleakala. Well, you didn't get to do that. I got to do that. That was fun. Because it was like 15 minutes.
That's
It was a
true.
beautiful
I wasn't
day.
back there. The only thing I really didn't like was poi. It just wasn't that good
It
to me.
had a pretty color though. It was like kind of like a purpley purpley gray. Interesting color.
The weather was kind of, took some getting used to. I think we kind of figured out the patterns by the end. And now that I've adjusted and I'm not too hot anymore, now I'm going to go back to Portland or Vancouver and be cold probably. The new Ololo trail was great. I didn't really like the trail at first, but then once you get almost to the end and you got the overlooks, it's just incredible. And all the rainbows and the canyon.
Okay, I know which one you're talking
The ocean. Yeah. I even like the luau.
about. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, I guess that's it until we have another adventure.